everyone, I am Pie Patch and welcome back to Hooked on You. This is my second bonus episode thingy of trying to go through other runs. So today we are going to try and go for a spirit run through. So just like I did with Wraith, I'm gonna play through the whole game again, but I'm just gonna show you the spirit-centric parts. So we'll see how that goes, because I ran into a few issues doing Wraith's one of having to go back and replay it when I miss things, but we'll see. We'll see how we fare. Yes, but no time like the present, let's get into it. They're asking me how I'm going to throw the ball back, and I feel like this might, I'm going to just try saying no thanks. I just want to see what happens. No thanks. Damn, what an alpha move. You're just picking the type of person who says no thanks to a group of actual killers.
No one tells you what to do.
Yeah. Thanks for nothing, I guess? I'm just jokes. Sorry. It's hard to make out his expression from behind the mask, but it seems like Trapper might be smirking. Oh no. Oh no, ew. No, 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 no. No, no, no. No way, we're not doing that. While I'm fast forwarding, I want to talk through, don't mind him. I want to talk through my strategies just a little bit. I'm thinking Spirit's whole thing seems to be like, not caring about anything, like trying to be really cool by being indifferent, but she probably does actually care quite a lot. I'm gonna keep this coin just in case. No, it's mine. Which is why I said no thanks, but Trapper apparently liked that, so ill. So yeah, I guess my angle is going to be trying to be like cool, but like in a it comes naturally way, and kind of not. Yeah, we'll see. I guess I'll need to play it by ear a little bit, because I didn't learn too much about what Spirit was into in my previous run, so I'll play it by ear a little bit, but that's kind of the tact I want to take for the moment, and we'll see if I need to update it as we go along. So, say nothing, do nothing. Let's give this a go. You stand frozen in complete silence. Can I be honest with you? It's kind of a weird move. It's as if you truly don't care that someone asked you politely. You're doing you, despite how much of a weirdo or jerk it might make you look. Clearly, you don't even care. There we go. Is this some kind of display of confidence, confusion, sheer awkwardness? You feel judged, but you're not sure how. Spirit cuts the silence with a giggle that she quickly swallows when she sees that it caught your attention. Ah, there we go. Huntress jogs over to collect the ball from the ground next to you before heading back to the volleyball court with everyone else. Except for Spirit, she's really staring you down, her expression hardening as you watch her. The longer you hold her gaze, the more angry she seems to become before turning with a huff and floating up to join the others. There we go. I think she liked me, and that made her angry. Okay. Interesting. Now I'll fast forward and see where we get to next. Okay. Cool. We're picking an activity now, and Watsy, Spirit said she wanted to just chill out. So I thought that one, but no, that's clearly the yacht, that's the volleyball game, that's the pool, so this one, I think. It'd be great to relax for a second at the lounge. There we go, that's what Spirit said she liked. To kick up your feet, look out over the ocean and relax on your own terms. Who would want anything else? Dry, comfortable, enjoying a cool drink on a hot day, it's the best. I mean, what kind of fool, what kind of monster, what kind of mask-wearing psychopath would finally be granted a break from the constant grind of chasing and fighting to get ahead, and then choose to exert themselves in, quite frankly, any way whatsoever? Why am I the only one who gets it? It's time to stop living by their rules. I won't do it any longer. Yes, I remember. She's also really kind of screw the man, that kind of person, but kind of like in an entitled way. Yeah, we should probably give her a second to calm down. Hold on, just for one moment. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I don't care about them. Finally, freedom from the preposterous premise that the four of us would be engaged in some sort of thrilling 2-on-1 volleyball match. Spirit looks at you from beneath her gigantic sun hat. She takes a conspiratorial tone. I don't know whose idea of volleyball was in the first place, but I hate them. I tried to feign a sprained ankle, but everyone already knows that I technically float above the ground, so nobody believed I was even putting any pressure on my joints in the first place. Then I tried to annoy everyone by not giving a crap, but when that didn't work, I tried whining, and when that didn't work, I threatened to kill every single person on the island. But it turns out I'm not the first to toss those kind of threats around on the island. So, thanks, I guess, for getting it called off. Oh, there's such a cute face. Oh, the little blush. Are we threatening to end each other again? Now it's Dwight who takes on a conspiratorial tone, his eyes shifting as he slips into a loud whisper. Please, just make it quick. Sorry, guys, no death for you today. Is what you'll be saying when we get behind the bar to make you drink of your dreams. Yeah, okay, haha, hilarious, right, Dwayne, okay, goodbye, I'm trying to have a moment here, goodbye. Oh, I feel like vodka soda might be her thing, let's give that a go. Vodka soda, coming right up. No, oh, of course she'd like it, no, we're not doing that, load again. Virgin Daiquiri, I feel like it'd probably be Wraith. Scotch, rocks, feels like it'd be Trapper. Let's go the Sangria. Oh yeah, I don't drink, so I don't know what a lot of those are, except from like general societal osmosis. So maybe something fruity but refreshing sounds good. Something fruity but refreshing. Hold the coconut rum, a Sangria maybe? My pleasure. Fuck off, Wraith. Sorry. Never mind, let's try that one again. Maybe a Virgin Daiquiri then? I didn't come here to party, I'm just trying to make the best of it. But skip the liquor, I'll have mine virgin. No, what? Oh, of course he'd laugh at that. God damn it, really? Wow, my guesses are really off that time. Okay. Scotch on the rocks. On a day like today, I could use something strong. Scotch on the rocks. Oh, I can see her liking that, yeah. Claudette uncorks a very expensive looking bottle of top-shelf liquor and pours you a glass. Do enjoy. What? Who would drink that? Smells like kerosene. Oh, damn it. So maybe it was another one. Okay, no, that one was Trappers, which means I was right. Damn it. No. So I think it is the daiquiri. I didn't come here to party. I'm just trying to make the best of a very strange situation. I don't know. How about a daiquiri? But skip the liquor, I'll have mine virgin. Trapper Snickers, yeah. Sure you will, kid. See, so it was her. Okay. Damn it. Oh, you're off to a good start. Don't mind him. We don't need to soak ourselves in booze just to please someone else's expectations, of course. If you ask me, there's enough spirits here already. Haha. Besides, alcohol just numbs you to the painful realities of the world. I choose to face them head on.
You never do something like, I don't know, hide it from it all behind the world's largest hat or anything.
Please allow me to ignore any fashion advice from the man wearing a doll's face as a mask. Is that a doll's face? Oh.
No, okay, not a doll's face, jerk.
Since we've fulfilled your requests, it's time to return the favor. Oh? I should have known there was a catch. Icebreaker time. I swear, had I known they would pull this kind of faux enthusiastic community building crap, I'd have suggested we attempt to walk onto the lowest point of the ocean before I set foot near this bar.
You don't think it could be kind of fun? A little fun? Never mind, I hate it. This sucks, but it could be fine, or whatever you say. Has anyone seen my hat?
I've literally never seen him in a hat. Me neither. If we must make small talk, I'm at least picking a topic before we end up being forced to do some lame improv game that nerds learn at their non-sports after-school activities that I definitely never did because I'm no nerd. Methinks a certain someone doth protest too much. Sitting here on this beautiful sunny afternoon, warm sand beneath the cool fog beneath my severed feet, the topic I choose is books. Novels, comics, fiction or none, reading is the only escape from the inescapable horror of life, the escape into your own mind. A groan rolls through the crowd. Not a lot of readers here, I'd imagine, based on that response. They were much more enthusiastic about drinking.
Considering the situation we're in, it seems an appropriate time to ask you, Patch, what's your desert island book? The one you'd bring with you if you were, well, on an island like this. Let me save. Yeah, we can save that. Okay. Oh, and it has to be classic horror, for reasons that should be obvious. She means because this is an island of horror villains, and also those books are all in public domain. Are they? Oh, fair enough. Interesting. Nothing too modern. Humanity has really gotten soft these past 100 years. So what's your favorite? Ooh, which do I think she'd like? I'm a big vampire fan. I've read Frankenstein, and that one's good. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I can see her liking Frankenstein for the, like, trying to, like, live your own life kind of stuff. Let's try Frankenstein. I didn't actually read it, but I've seen, like, 3 movie versions of Frankenstein. They've all been pretty good. You know? Oh, what? What? No, I have read... That's the one I have read, though. Ah, damn it. Nope. Jekyll and Hyde? You know, I really enjoyed the story of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I've always felt like I had this other person living inside me. Ah. Damn it. Dracula? Really? Okay. Dracula is one classic that's still scary. To be seduced by some beautiful stranger only to learn later on that they're an immortal villain. It's downright... Ah, there we go. Okay. Thrilling? Well, I guess, but I was gonna say that despite the deviant behavior of Dracula and the threat of possible danger or even death that he poses, you can't help but get turned on by the liberation from the status quo that he represents. Okay, bud. Same here. Alright. So, what if some old doctor says he's a bad boy? You're supposed to reek like garlic and sleep alone? Who did they think would buy into that? I don't know, dude. Interesting pose, by the way. If you're going to be trapped in the nightmare that is undead life eternal, which I know a little something about, you could do a lot worse than great clothes, a castle, and a lover who doesn't take shit from anyone. You know what? Fair point. The scariest part of Dracula is thinking that no one will ever be quite as interesting to make love to as a vampire. Oh, buddy. Enough about these old stories that belong to someone else. I think it's time to make up some new stories of our own. Before you know what's going on, Huntress is waving an empty vodka bottle in the air, a devilish twinkle in her half-mask-covered eye. Might I suggest something a little naughty? Let's all get in a circle and spin this bad boy. Whatever, dude. Oh, this guy. Great idea. Trickster, isn't it a bit late to introduce a new character? I thought I was the one who gets to make the rules, so I'm not sure who I'm asking. But I wasn't ready for this. Well, hello. And who is this new fan in the waiting? Ugh. Beat it, heck. I don't know. What's the harm in inviting one more person to join the circle for our game? Oh, I can't say. I was just saying it's a great idea while also teasing the secret trickster ending. Is there a Don't fuck with me, dude. Is there a secret trickster ending? I've got much, much better things to do than hang out here. I'm famous. Toodaloo. There's gotta be, right? There's gotta be, right? Right? The rules are simple. First you spin, then you swap spit. That is ew. What an unpleasant way to put it. Let's be clear. This ain't a peep show. You're here to have a good time, but in a classy way. All makeouts will happen out of view of the public eye, real romantic like. This is their excuse to not draw them all. Yes, romance is the goal, so we'll be waiting here in complete silence, trying to listen in and use our imaginations while you make out on the other side of the bar, but not watching. Like adults. Romantic, well-adjusted adults. Patch, you're up. Great. You grip the bottle in your hand and you put your feet in the hands of... Oh! Okay, I see. Yeah, I see. Now I get how it works. Well, I'm gonna save it just in case we get through it and then I land on Spirit and she's like, actually I hate this. No, I'm ready. Ready, away we go, spin the button. Oh, that art is so cute. Oh my god, I'm never gonna be able to keep track of this.
It's going too fast. Fuck off. No way. Nuh-uh. No, nope. I'm gonna keep doing it until I get spirit. There's no way in hell.
I mean, he's fine, but he's not spirit.
Nope.
Shit. No.
Oh, finally I did it. Okay. Sweet. That took too many tries. Psych, you have to actually spin multiple times to get the real result. First to get 3 times is your true match. That's how oh, god damn it, come on. Okay then, I'll save it again. Fuck, nope, doing that one again. Okay, there's the second one. Oh my god. Fuck. Okay, got spirit. Now we'll save again. No. No. Okay. I got spirit. I'm gonna save it again just in case. Yes. Spirit is your true match. Ah. Everyone. Ooh. I'm sure they know that I fudged that. I fudged that so hard. But I don't even care. I don't even care. Just this morning, you were waking up on the strange beach surrounded by strangers with murderous intent. Now you're looking across a beach towel at Spirit, lust in her eyes, sweat glistening on her skin. Your heart races, you can feel your pulse pounding in your ears. Spirit takes you by the hand and you sit face to face at a private section of the bar. She begins to reach for you, putting her hands on your shoulders. You're sweating, but not in the sexy way she is. You're sweating in the gross way you'd sweat at an interview for a job you're not even remotely qualified for. You don't know what to do. If you try and lock lips in this state, you might gross her out so completely that you'll never be able to look at you romantically again. Oh no, I feel a decision coming up. Uh-huh.
Spirit, I have some bad news for you. I have something in my teeth, don't I? I think it might be seaweed. I have no idea how long I was in that ocean. No, well, maybe. But that's not what I was going to say. It's not happening. Not now. Maybe not ever. If they think I'm going to make out with some stranger just because a bottle told me to, they've got another thing coming. And so do you. Namely a katana to your heart. If you even try to make such a move under such absurd circumstances, I wasn't gonna. Yeah, I know. You seem pretty harmless. And not at all bad to kiss. If I were interested, which I'm not at this moment in time. Are we going to tell them we kissed? We are. I'm not above lying to get what I want.
Fair enough. Hey. That's cool. I don't even know you, and if you're not comfy with this, that's totally fine by me.
So, that thing about me not being that bad to kiss, was that a lie to get me to play along? If you want to know the truth, figure it out for yourself, but don't expect this life to just hand you gifts like me. All I was ever handed was pain and suffering. Treat me well and I'll return the favor. Otherwise, try a different route and see what happens.
Okay. Well, okay. I think I'll just leave that there, I guess. I think that was fine. I'm not sure. You know what? I'll probably get to the end of this playthrough and realize that it sucked real bad. But for the moment, I'll stay with it. I hate to break up this passionate moment, but that we only assume was passionate because we'd never spy on you constantly while you stay on this island. But dinner is being... Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So dinner, I will skip ahead. Oh, okay, here we go. This is new. You wake up to find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feelings inside me that we're all truly insignificant, and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? You've always been alone? Maybe it's Spirit's words, maybe it's the ocean, or maybe maybe it has always been this way, but you suddenly feel connected to Spirit's words.
I may not remember much about my life before, but there's one thing I know to be true. I've always been alone, and I always will be alone. Spirit has turned from looking at the ocean and is looking directly at you now. It's a funny idea, isn't it? Being alone? Together? It's the best we can hope for. Maybe. Or maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible to pretend we know anything. Is that just arrogance? Ugh, I was so dumb, so busy trying to please everybody and be the perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. I didn't care for myself, and now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted by my true purpose, my destiny, the purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. So, this might be a little silly, but Spirit looks around to see if there's anyone else on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, and I've tried to ignore it, but I couldn't ignore it. I tried to push it down. I'm so stupid. What? You're not stupid. That sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out, and then, chop chop, and now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. Okay, cool. But enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? Save. No dragon, just a lot of fire. Nothing but darkness? I'll try the fire, I don't know. No dragon, just fire. A raging inferno. In fact, I'm begging to burn this whole place down if I let it out. Maybe I am the dragon. Oh, no. Sorry. Go back. I'm glad I saved. I just gotta try and be super emo with it. Nothing but darkness. I'd kill to have a dragon. Maybe not the best choice of words. I mean, a dragon sounds awesome. Honestly though, I don't feel like I've got anything inside me at all. Just darkness. Never-ending darkness. And here I thought Spirit was the biggest goth on this island until you arrived. Perhaps I could light a torch and search through that darkness. Or just as things were really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and you quickly spin around, ready to fend off. Oh, yeah, okay, yep, right, okay, yep. Yeah, I know. Okay, now, please pick someone. Okay, yes, so we're picking someone to read a story and it's going to be Spirit. I choose you, Spirit. Yes, I know, no Pokemon. Really? You want to hear from me? Spirit huffs and dramatically rolls her eyes as she gets to her feet in front of the campfire. Don't let her talk you out of it. She's great with ghost stories. I don't know how she gets it, but she comes up with the scariest stuff. Seriously disturbing, even to me, and I literally pulled a guy's skull and spine out once with my bare hands. Talk about bullshit stories. If everyone else is gonna chit-chat, I guess I can just sit down, and Huntress's eyes go red behind her mask, and both Trapper and Wraith take their seat. They know when it's worth fighting and when it's not. Well, I hate to break it to you, but tonight's story isn't scary. It's a romance. Too late now, though. I was selected, and so I'm going to tell my story. I call it The Prisoner's Kiss. Oh. You notice that Huntress and Wraith are both sharing a giant tub of popcorn. Nobody offered you popcorn. It was a dark summer night. Warm rain seeped from the sky like blood from an old wound. Detective Hodder, a celebrated investigator and renowned hostage negotiator, was called to the scene of a strange occurrence, unlike anything she'd ever seen before. When she arrived, the scene was chaotic. Crowds had begun to gather. A dozen other officers were doing everything they could to keep curious onlookers away, but how could anyone resist wanting to know more? For there, in the middle of a busy market, had appeared a giant box, strange, alien in its appearance, and massive in size. No one knew how it got there. Was it delivered? Built on site? In such a busy area, how could something like this just appear? A mystery. It was as if conjured by magic. But this was no illusion. The huge box was very real, and someone was trapped inside. Spirit pauses her story to look from face to face of each audience member. She has no expression, but you feel her vibrating with energy. She's in her element. "Help me!" cried someone inside the box. It was a man, terrified, trapped, imprisoned, his voice trembling. By now, it was as if every detective in the city was there, looking this strange structure up and down, inspecting it on every side. It didn't make sense. There were no doors, no windows, no fasteners or seams. It was completely solid, and much too heavy to move by hand. Solid, that is, except for a single small slit, just enough to see the bloodshot eyes of the prisoner trapped inside. I don't know what happened. I woke up and here I was. I'm so scared. Please help me, cried the man, as if pleading for his life. No stranger to tense situations, Detective Hodder comforted the man. She used her training to calm him and buy time for the other investigators. However, time did not bring clarity, only anxiety, as the night dragged on with no progress opening the box. And as the night grew longer, the seeping rain puddling in the ground, the man grew more desperate, more sad and lonely, more pathetic and in need of help. But Detective Hodder was no help at all. Powerless to save him, guilt began to weigh on her like it had never before. Don't let me die in here, the man begged. Don't let me die alone. Stay calm, instructed Detective Hodder. You're not alone. I'm here. Hell, half the town is here. We're all in this together, and we won't let this be the end of your story. Looking through the narrowest of passageways, Detective Hodder watched her own reflection in the tear-filled eyes of this strange, sad prisoner. Together, they both wept in silence at the hopelessness of the moment. Promise? Asked the man. Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. A simple pledge, she felt an instant connection like she'd never felt before. Not to her family, not to her friends, not to any of the other hostages she had worked so hard to free before. And so, when the man's eyes closed and backed away, it didn't scare Detective Hodder, for she knew he would return, and he did, pressing his lips up to the narrow slit in this horrible puzzle box, repeating his question again, steam flowing from his mouth as he asked, Promise? Promise that I'm not alone? Yes, she promised. I do. And pressing her palm against the cold outside of the box, without truly knowing why, Detective Hodder leaned forward and placed her own lips on the opening, letting her breath creep into this strange structure, allowing her warm lips to fall on this man's. It was a gentle kiss, a moment of compassion. She could feel in this brief contact the beating of her heart, pulsing blood through every inch of her body, matched beat for beat in this soft touch. Thank you, said the man, no trace of fear remaining in his voice, and he backed away into the darkness, disappearing in for a single moment of eerie calmness. Get back, yelled an officer, suddenly thrusting himself between Detective Hodder and the box, breaking a silence that would soon be filled by a cacophony of whirring gears and clicking latches, a symphony of mechanical activity happening all at once. Something had triggered, as if an unseen lever pulled, and the side of the giant box began to slide open. Detective Hodder gripped her flashlight tightly and pushed forward into the foggy interior of the giant box. Her feet splashed in the puddled rainwater, her heart racing as she swept her light from side to side. And that's when her eyes landed on the man, or at least landed on what should have been him. There, in the corner of the box, was a pile of pieces, like parts of a doll, almost pulled apart, or perhaps that's just how Detective Hodder had to think of him in that moment to survive. A collection of segments, limbs, pieces, disconnected from one another, cleanly severed and placed in a neat little pile. And atop that pile, a head, cold, pale, eyes open, lips an icy blue. Jesus Christ, oh my gosh. My voice. Spirit stares at the fire, her own expression lifeless, her lips blue. Tears fall from her chin and soak into the sand at her feet. You're blown away by the story. It's safe to say you're not alone. Everyone else is looking into the fire or up at the sky, anywhere but at Spirit. It was you who chose her, you who initiated this harrowing tale, so sad, so creepy, so sensual. She really went into great detail when it came to describing that kiss. Too much detail, and now no one is sure to act. Dwight and Claudette are staring daggers at you. You have to do something. Oh. Save. This game was supposed to be a lighthearted romp. Please, I said do something. I don't know if she'd appreciate Hugger. I'm going to say cool story.
try and be aloof. I feel like this could be the wrong answer, but I'll give it a go.
Cool story.
Oh, no, shit. No, that was wrong. I need to hug her. Sorry, I was just like, if I try and hug her, she's going to think I'm lame. Oh, no, I see now she's crying. I need to hug her. Says nothing, hug her. You stand, and without saying anything, approach Spirit, reaching your arms around her for a hug. Her robe, hovering in the air, begins to wrap itself around you and squeeze you into her. It's kind of like being hugged back, but also like being tied up. It's certainly not what you expected. Instinctually, you pull yourself away, but it's an awkward movement and you nearly fall over into the fire. Spirit says nothing and floats away without so much of a goodbye. You, meanwhile, realize everyone had just watched this truly strange interaction from the corners of their eyes. On that note, everyone decides to take a break and split up for a little bit so they can all have a moment alone before bed. Fair enough. I need to drink some water. Whew. Yikes. Okay. Oh, here we go. Spirit approaches you.
You know, I was watching you while I told my story. I could tell it was having an effect on you. This fog that follows me around, I could feel you breathing heavily, taking me in.
Okay. What? You and I are both absolutely flabbergasted at that piece of information. Legit. You learn something new every day, even when you're a narrator. Excuse me? What?
You're doing it again right now. You need to calm down. You should come to the hot tub with me.
Dipping in hot tubs with the Spirit? You've come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you shouldn't follow her an offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk.
That says that every time. Anyway. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes... Yes, we've read that before.
I just want to be totally clear. Even though that story bore some similarities to my life, it was not about me in any way, shape, or form. Not symbolically, not metaphorically, not in any other... symbolically. Not in any other ickly. Okay. I believe you completely. Sure, you were cut into pieces in your life, and so was the person in the story. Yeah, which person in that story were you supposed to be? I guess we'll find out. Maybe. A perfectly normal coincidence. Sure, you're on this island, trapped one might say, in a most puzzling place. Also a completely regular coincidence. And sure, his lips were blue, your lips are blue. Really? You call this blue? I mean, it's bluish. Searching for answers, hoping to find revenge. Okay, so the similarities stop there, I guess. Coincidences. Sorry, the coincidences. Get this through your head, whoever you are. Samurai blood runs through my veins. Or, well, maybe it is coagulated by now? No need to sweat the details. Regardless, I am a descendant of noble warriors. Thousands of years of training have with bladed weapons preceded my entrance into this world. Do you know how many swords that is? A lot. You've got to figure that with that many sharp edges, a person is bound to get disconnected from a body part here and there. You know what? Excellent point. The truth is, and I wouldn't typically share this, so don't go blabbing about it, I dreamt that story, like watching a movie in my sleep, when I was just a little girl, years before my father sunk his blade into my skin. Oh God. Jesus, are you okay? I've never been able to shake it. That's a very adult story for a child to dream. Do you believe me? Yes. I know we just met, but yes, I do believe you. The way you told that story, it clearly came from someplace deep.
Fool.
Ah, damn it. Fine, going back then. Let's say no. I have to be honest and say no, I don't believe you. Fair enough, why should you? Trust needs to... no. Okay, the other one then? I mean, who cares kind of is her whole deal, so that does make sense. Let's go on. Fast, who says I believe in anything? And for that matter, who even cares what I think? Our beliefs are our business, no one else's. There we go. I thought that it was more of a like who cares about your story? But who cares? What I think is a better take. Well, that's a strong take. You've got to cultivate your own garden. I admire you, Patch. You're not offering up your thoughts or opinions simply to feed the curiosity of others, like some of the more desperate residents of our little paradise. Good for you, I say. Now you've got me wondering, do I believe you if you believe her or not? And if I know everything, because trust me, I do know everything, don't I already know the answer to my own question about if I believe your answer to Spirit's question? Whoa, ocean air got me tripping. Sorry, I didn't mean to distract us both. What's important is that a certain corpsey cutie floating in a cloud of magical mist might still be waiting for you to say the right thing and free her from her puzzle box. If you believe that she is the... Damn it, got me going again. Unfortunately, before you can follow this conundrum to what will surely be a mind-numbing cycle of new questions, you find a certain to someone standing before you with a fresh towel, ready to dry you off, of course. Sorry, kids, but it's time for bed. I might be the strongest one here, but I'm no kid. I do, however, love being wrapped in a fresh, clean towel. My mother used to help me wash my hair when I was young. She'd comb out all the tangles and tie a ribbon around it before sending me on my way. I miss her. You watch as Spirit stares off into the distance, her hand gripping into a tight fist. She doesn't notice you're watching her at first. When she catches you looking, she turns away, roughly grabs a towel from Dwight, and then pushes him and Claudette aside as she floats off. Well, fair enough. Okay, here we go. We can ask Spirit to come and hang out with us. Spirit, are you around? I was wondering if I could get a little company. Spirit tells you her secret for falling asleep when she's feeling restless. I like to listen to flute music, dab on some essential oils, and steam my pores. Cool, that sounds nice. Really? What? Even the dead like to relax. I don't really have any of those things around. Oh, pretty. Spirit reaches out and presents you with a unique item. It's a small comb carved from bamboo. I guess you could hold on to this. It was a gift from my mother. I will want it back, though. And if you lose it, well, you'll get your revenge on me.
If it's the last thing I do.
You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't... Yeah, okay, I've been paralyzed. Okay, good night. Oh. I know everyone here thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation just isn't my thing. And I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if I'm gonna get bloody revenge in a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Sure, okay. Oh, okay, cool. Here's Spirit. Let's get this going. Oh, it's Spirit. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of here. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, I'm the only one that seems to know about it, so we won't be bothered there. I don't even know why I'm telling you, really. It's my private spot, but I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in a way that I do. Not like these other killers. They don't get me. But I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them. And I'll get my father too.
And I'll punish him for what he did to my mother and me.
Fair enough. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary and more than a little hot if you get torn down by that kind of menacing. Okay, fair enough. Look, all this time on Murderer's Island has gotten us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into some compliance. But you've also seen that there's a more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? You consider her offer, but before you can decide if you want to go off with Spirit, the Huntress interjects. I guess you could go off with Spirit today. She seems pretty cool, actually. I think if we weren't here on this island vying against each other for your attention, we might actually be friends. We might have something though, you and I. And I couldn't let you go off to her goth lighthouse without speaking up first. Yeah, I know her secret spot. I see everything through the holes in this adorable mask. So, my offer stands. We can still hang out today. Plenty of room in my cabin, wink wink. It's pretty cute that Huntress thinks she has to say wink wink out loud. The mask barely even hides her face. Tough choice. Yeah, no, I know who I'm picking. It's okay. Yep, it's fine. So who will it be? Spirit. I gotta go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision. But know this. Just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Fair enough. Well, of course, You've still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before, literally, with a katana. A katana that I now wield in a spectral form, you feel me? Because you will feel me if you try any kind of macho trapper crap. Oh, for sure. For sure, for sure. I get it. That's okay. Yeah, I feel you. Before you ask Claudette and Dwight to clarify, I'll just let you know that yes, it is too late to change your answer now. I wasn't gonna. Ooh, achievement unlocked, morose match. I've never seen it during the day. It looks nice. You and Spirit arrive at the coast, overlooking the black lighthouse. It's old and decrepit, but still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she's wearing all black, just like the lighthouse. Well, not all black. There's some red in there. I'm noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's the absence of color. It's a void. Like me. Spirit smiles. Nature abhors a vacuum. You're not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. The lapping waves on the shore of the coast set a romantic tone. The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere The fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere she goes blends perfectly with the mist rolling up over the rocky shoreline. She's at one with this place, and so are you. The peace doesn't last too long, however, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl like a monster dying. A spiraling black light stretches out across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah, it does that. The light and sound recede and the two of you sit in silence. Spirit lays a towel down and then pats it gently. Clearly she wants your company, so you oblige. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get a little hands-on action? What else could it be? I don't know, but I'm gonna save. No thanks? No thanks, I'm good. I might have lost my faith in humanity a long time ago and vowed never to care about what another person thinks of me. Nobody wants to get wrinkles, even me. Suit yourself. Okay, we'll do that again. I never know what's the right option for her. I've got no clue. Thanks? Thanks, I forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you slather lotion all over your body. You need any help reaching those difficult spots? You see a hand float around your back. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Spirit's hand on your back is ice cold, but she has a soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. You watch as Spirit applies sunscreen to herself in a most unique way by floating her own hand around her back to spread it on. That's so cool. Ooh. I think the floating ability's cool. The fact that your hand just floats around you like that, you can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. Ooh. Okay. Maybe not then. Haha. The glass maybe? So, if you don't mind, as I keep adopting her voice for me. So, if you don't mind, what's the deal with all those shards of glass sticking out from all over your body? Ah, okay, cool. You really want to know? You're not creeped out by them? You're not creeped out, just nervous because you know the answer might be very personal, but she's a person you want to get to know. I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am right now. Truth is, I could pull all of these bits of glass that are stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. Oh, why? Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's games. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to the pressure the way he did in the end. Oh. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then came bursting out. The way his misery flooded our home and drowned us all. Oh, interesting. Yeesh. It's hard not to think about revenge. The dragon inside me. It's doing to me what the world did to him. I have to fight it, even though it gives me strength. I must maintain control. Oh, interesting. I want to know more about your story. What happened? You're stronger than he ever was, I'm sure of it. I appreciate that, Patch. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing. In life, in love, this world is a lot to endure alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body contorted into these ventral poses, it really does a number on my joints. It rubs the lotion on its skin. Okay. Ha! Oh my god, hilarious. And boop. Perfect. Boop. Not bad. 2, 3, 4. Perfect. 2, 3, 4. Oh, bad. Yep. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, not bad. Well, I suppose the lotion made it to where it was supposed to be going eventually. Yeah, I didn't do a great job. And you weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. If there is a next time, I'm sure you'll do even better. Aw, thank you. You look up at the lighthouse, its ominous dark form hovering over this moment between Spirit and yourself. Evil as it clearly is, in this case it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light that rescues you from this awkward silence. Whoa! Pirate ship? From seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows, itself a thing of death, a spirit of a ship that once sailed these seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship as it careens toward the shore. Before crashing on the rocks, it must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the wooden ghost ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh, right. It does that sometimes too. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Within a minute, the ocean is quiet again except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But these time-traveling pirates, or whoever they were, you're half sure you saw one of those skull and crossbone flags, aren't the only ones who drawn here today. Oh, hi, Wraith. What are you doing? I didn't come here to break up your date or something. I came here for that. For what? Oh, Wraith points to the lighthouse. It is indifferent to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dreams. It's shining strange light on me. I can't avoid it. Through woods and walls, nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more special than me, those dead pirates, or that mermaid I saw washed up on the shore that one time. Ew. What? What's ew? Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to as beautiful in close to as beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of a vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island, or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out, the basics anyhow. If you come with me, I can... You can cut it out! Spirit waves her katana, nearly trimming a couple buttons off of Wraith's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way. You'll see. Alone at last, tension broken, deathly moans quiet, and Wraith banished back to wherever he hangs out, you scooch closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but you don't even care. You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe, and you get a peek at the bathing suit beneath. For someone who seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone else thinks, she puts a lot of work into getting into that suit. It's got straps for days. However, you're so focused on what's happening with Spirit, you don't see the next interruption coming. Oh no. Claudette and Dwight burst in on you and interrupt whatever you were doing. It doesn't seem like they were worried they'd bump into much. You got mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost. Don't you see? Lost is what I am, and so are you. But I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair, literally and figuratively. Yeah, I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. You've got a secret lair? Damn it. Who said anything about a secret lair? I said I've got, sap in my secret hair. There's a flap on my secret chair. Oh, good God, dude. Give it up. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of the first nice day I've had in... I don't know how long because it's not even clear what year it is, but in a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. It's not me messing things up like I keep trying to tell you. It's this dang island. I've come to accept a difficult truth. What's happening here? Well, I'm convinced that it's our fate. It's not anyone's decision. It's simply the way it will be. There's no use fighting it.
What would you even know about fighting? All you know is hiding your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. So don't tell me what I can and can't fight back against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I can't not fight. And even when all I want to do is hide. Don't you see this giant hat? It's a metaphor. Oh my god. If I do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks? Oh, you hide. Oh, you hide. Oh my gosh, his hair's on fire. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. You do your phase walking routine. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking, and we all know that cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks. You cloak, I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase out in the open. You just can't see me. You have no idea what they're talking about, but this sure sounds like some video game community forum thread minutia, if there was ever such a thing. Not that you know about that either. It sure doesn't seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on you. Oh gosh, here we go. Ahem. I think I was brought here to make this choice, so I'm going to do that now. And I choose Spirit. When it comes down to it, neither of these two seem easy to love. I mean, damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has got a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. And don't take this the wrong way, Wraith, but the amount of awkwardness you pack into a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. Oh my god. No offense taken. Yeah, okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Yeah, a bit. Right, so I'm gonna stick with Spirit. Spirit breathes a sigh of relief. I've got enough revenging to do without having to kill you and Wraith too. Fair enough. Back to the lighthouse, I guess. Spirit walks you around a corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. It is just a small sapling, but it has begun to sprout flowers. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree here in this place. It also doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. As Spirit steps up to the tree, a cold breeze pulls some petals off. Oh, pretty! A cold breeze pulls some petals off and they come cascading through the air around both of you. Do you know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but also quite symbolic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? Ooh, save. For many people, being among cherry blossoms is like being at a celebration of life. People travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they might be, they aren't magical. They're simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away, and for this reason, they're also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life, of our fragile mortality. Damn, dude. Alright. In a way, it's the spectre of looming death that calls attention to this moment to see and appreciate life. How does that duality make you feel, Patch? Empowered? The knowledge that life and death are a cycle has always given me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life, like the beauty of a flower in bloom, allows me to appreciate the moment without being too hung up on what comes next. As you explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad to you. You're not sure why. It's not the happiest topic, life and death, but why should that matter? And then it dawns on you. Spirit has been trapped in this ghastly state of death with no hope to cycle back, no rebirth, her moment of blossoming life long gone. That scary time of death and decay that comes after the good part, that's Spirit's eternity. Oh, wait, I just want to see the next few sentences because I feel like it might be okay. Let's see. I feel like an idiot. I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you. Oh, no. Oh, no. Frustrated? As you look at the tree and consider Spirit's question, you reflect on your own current predicament, stranded here, no understanding of why, no control. The beauty of this island, the attention of such an interesting companion, it should bring you joy, but it comes with the price of being completely confused and hopeless. You look down and see a crumbling cherry blossom on the ground at your feet. As you stare at it, something begins to rage inside you, like a dragon. How can anyone find comfort, even for a moment, with death and decay looming on the horizon? It makes me so frustrated. It makes me so mad. I want to do something about it. I want to strike back against this shitty reality. Spirit lets you go off, staying calm despite your bubbling rage. She must know thoughts like this. Is that why she asked you? So that you'd see things from her point of view? I want to be alive. You feel connected to her at this moment, more than you have at any point before. You wonder, does she feel the same? Once, the fallen cherry blossoms represented the souls of samurai warriors, those with noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice, to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but their purpose gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. But despite the samurai spirit that lives on in me, in my noble bloodline, my life has ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry tree, it's not real. Though its petals fall, they soon replenish. It's as if they were installed here by someone. You watch as spirit chooses her words very carefully. By something, with no respect for the balance of life and death.
Oh, naturally.
You know we don't believe you, right?
Yep. But this time... What is... Yeah, this is weird. The way these images are placed. But this time we've got a really good reason. And it has nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. We're just here to tell you time for dinner. Okay. I guess it's time to go or whatever. Thanks for spending time with me today. I enjoyed it.
Me too.
It wasn't really a date, more like two people avoiding everyone else and choosing to be alone, but doing it in a relatively close proximity to each other. Sorry, I thought I was doing her voice for me. I keep doing that. That's exactly right. Couldn't have not said anything of value better myself. Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise, she doesn't like people getting into her business. Okay. Cool. Oh, I don't know if she'll... Actually, maybe I should say no, I don't want to tell a story. Too late. Anyway, I've already saved here, so I guess romance.
About two lovers who take poison together and die foaming at the mouth? Or about two strong hunters who meet when they're both trying to bludgeon the same wily wolverine?
Not quite. Okay, we've heard this before. I think that was fine. I don't know if there was an option for spirit there. I think that's fine. I think I'll leave that. I'll ask her to tell a story now, though.
I suppose I could tell a story. I don't really want to, but anything I say is sure to be better than whatever you get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this one from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. Fair enough. It's called technically, I suppose the fiancé. Oh, you good there, bud? What's with that face? Is your jaw like twitching? It is, yeah. One winter, a young couple decided that the next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love and could not wait for the snow to melt, so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Per the latest bridal trends, they decided to have their wedding ceremony in the woods, at the edge of the woods by a beautiful shabby chic farmhouse. Together, they spent months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tasted 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose lilikoi, by the way, so fancy. Oh, I don't know what that is. When it came time to figure out the decorations, however, the bride... fiancé, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set the style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toe sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he definitely was not to be trusted. Having decided on such a lovely natural setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create unique floral arrangements from the local wildflowers that surrounded the farmhouse. As soon as the sun rose on the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day, she spent hours mapping out where the best blooms could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding so that they'd be the height of their freshness and beauty. That's a cute idea. Enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods she surveyed, the fiancé, since they had not been married yet, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were so she could choose the absolute best.
When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancée told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a familiar clearing, something was not as she expected. Somehow, it was more beautiful now than it had ever been. Than it had ever been before, and just on the edge of her view was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant and colorful she became dizzy just looking at them. But the fiancée ignored her sudden spell and pressed ahead, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just further ahead, impossibly even more beautiful blossoms. Carried by the sweet fragrance of the spring air, the fiancée crept farther and farther into the woods until she turned a corner, stepped over a mossy fallen tree trunk and realized she'd been here before. This wasn't the clearing she'd remembered, or at least not how she remembered it. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from their stems into festering moldy piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only flies buzzed. Where the scene of flowers had once intoxicated her, the odor of mildew now made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into a shadowy glen she walked and walked and walked. That day, as guests gathered at the farmhouse, the fiancée was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, family, and love began to look for her, but to no avail. They searched the pasture, the tree line, and into the forest, but there were no beautiful wildflowers or young lovers to be seen. Just old dead trees, trampled vines, and moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed a fiancé for eternity, always wandering, looking for fresher blooms to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by a never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you are loved for who you are. Out there all alone, I thought it was beautiful and sad, just like someone we know. How was story time? A lot of people, no, we've read this before. Okay, and now we are picking Spirit to hang out with this evening. Oh, you picked me. Yay. Sorry, that was rude. I despise phoniness, so I should be honest with you. You make for interesting company, and I love the idea of winning over these killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and the prize, but I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth as I imagine sweet, sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task not worth trying, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've got. Or just say the exact right thing at the right time and melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. Alright. You arrive at the bar to find Dwight and Claudette both holding cocktail shakers surrounded by a bevy of bottles for assorted boozes. Who's ready? To get wasted? No, I'm good. As you know, I don't drink, so not me. Unless you mean wasted, as in killed, in which case, Dad, if you're out there somewhere, I will find you and waste you for what you've done to me. You really don't drink, ever? Is that like, because it would just fall out of the hole in your stomach thing? I don't drink alcohol because alcohol is the poison of the body and the mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time. Okay. Then why did you choose a mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime getaway? Everyone knows this kind of date is an excuse to get loaded up on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything at one of these things. Dwight, now that's not true. You learned how to tie a cherry knot in a stem using only your tongue. Whoa, who ordered the soda with a splash of my private business, because that's off menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing, and it doesn't require alcohol to be interesting. I'll have you know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed. By your father? On whom you will have your bloody vengeance. Right. Well, so be it. How about you, Patch? Do you drink? I will stay sober. I've got the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm going to pass on the alcoholic drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's not like sober people can't have fun. You watch as Spirit picks up a plump cherry and roughly stabs a little plastic sword through it. Through it, like including the seed? Damn. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and its little fruity guts flop out into Spirit's lap. Okay. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black, it hardly shows stains. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink shall we make? Dark and stormy. How about a dark and stormy drink for my dark and stormy date? Yeah. Okay, that one is cute. Please allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made. First, rum, or in this case rum extract and a bit of apple juice is poured over ice, and then fresh ginger beer is added in. Garnish with a lime wheel, and drink. The end. Do you think you're up for the challenge of replicating this drink, Patch? Replicating rum substitute and ginger beer over ice? Don't forget the lime wheel. Rum substitute and ginger beer over ice with a lime wheel. Not sure I appreciate your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural, a sassy natural, and you and Dwight have more in common than... Don't you dare. Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she sips her dark and stormy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your petty behavior. On cue, a literal dark storm begins to make its approach in from the ocean. You taste your own dark and stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. And since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little? Save. You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin coughing before you get a yes out. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and it immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly as Claudette and Dwight usher the two of you away from the bar. Whoopsies, that didn't work. The gang's all together again on the volleyball key. Okay, cool. So this is the morning. Fast forward a bit. So now I'm picking someone to eliminate. In Wraith's run, Trapper killed us when we eliminated him. Like a bit later he did. But also that didn't happen in Huntress's run. So I'm wondering if then he's safe to pick now also. Maybe he just kills you on Wraith's run. So I might eliminate Trapper, because fuck him. Or maybe there's just like a right person to eliminate on each run. We'll see. We'll see, I guess. Yes. This was very simple. Trapper, you scared 11. I'm also just going to save. I'm going to try and preserve that one. So 105, I'm going to try and save. And so we'll save here. So hopefully it'll continue saving from that spot. So then if I need to go back, I can use that save. Fingers crossed. I don't know if that'll work, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so that is done. Okay.
Of course Patch is into me. Why wouldn't they be? I'm thoughtful, beautiful, surrounded by a calming mist. I've also got great hair. And since I'm technically dead, I'm extremely low maintenance. Look, I don't like to throw the term anime waifu around too often, but if the body pillow fits, snuggle it, you know what I mean? Okay, bud. Okay, here we go. So I'm picking my person. Who do you select to receive these flowers? Spirit. You approach Spirit, peering below the brim of her impressively large hat and into her haunting eyes. Spirit, since I met you, I've been enchanted by your presence. You've challenged me to be a better person and resisted the urge to show me the sharp end of your katana. For that, I thank you. I'm ready to take our relationship to the next level. And we shall. Up to the eye of the dark storm that is our reality, to the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse. It's time to see what you're made of, Patch.
Oh, okay.
I thought it might be nice to start the day out on Trapper's yacht before we head to the Black Lighthouse. Even if I kinda hate this basic tropical vacation stuff like yachts and snorkeling or whatever, it's good for you to see me in the sun a little bit at least. There's more to me than what you've already gotten to experience. I know that my whole vibe can be a little dark. The hat, the swimsuit, the plume of floating hair. This wasn't always who I was. I was a normal young woman once. Went to school, hung out with friends. I even had a part-time job working at a restaurant in town. And then, well, I know what happened. Your father, he murdered me and I woke as an undead avenger. That's not what I was getting at. Something else happened to me.
Oh?
I realized I needed to be seen. I don't even know by whom. A lot of the time, when you think about ghosts, they're these kind of see-through flickering specters. You imagine reaching out and having your hand go right through them. Ooh, like that sort of thing. But there's some warpy effect on the world around you. I don't know. Depends on which movie you're watching.
But then I died. Well, I dare you to try and reach your hand through me. Not really. That's not an invitation. It's rhetorical. Why did I end up this way? Who brought me here to this island? Who knows? I sure don't. I've got my ideas. Maybe what happened, if I'm being honest. Maybe I was granted a wish. Maybe this is me finally being something to someone. Something scary, something violent, something feared. But without a doubt, something. Maybe whoever or whatever did this to me thought they were doing me a favor. And maybe, last maybe coming up, I promise, maybe they were right. Maybe, look, now you've got me doing it. Maybe they brought me to you. Something certainly brought us together. But I'm not exactly out here digging around in caves or dusting off antiques and trying to find clues and analyze their meanings. I do want to take this experience seriously, though. I want to give the process a chance. It may be a dumb process, and one that I have extremely little respect for as a person. But you just woke up on this beach with no memory of who you are or where you came from, and rather than freak out and simply try and swim away, you're giving us a chance. I actually didn't know that swimming away was an option. It's not. However, the fact that you never even tried, I think that means you've got courage, or an open mind, or, I don't know, maybe you stuck around because you like someone you met here. Maybe. While the two of you were getting all deep and philosophically flirty, the yacht pulled up to the shore next to the black lighthouse. Last stop, everybody off. There were other stops? Oh, no, not this on this trip. Okay. Cool, bye. Spirit rolls her eyes and leaves for the shore. I'm just messing with you. This is the only stop. Nobody here is really looking out for our fun, so we have to make it for ourselves. But no, there are no other stops. Seriously, go. Race you to the poop deck, Dwight. This ship doesn't even have a poop deck. Oh, it will. Oh, God. As you disembark, you see Dwight and Claudette run giggling across the ship. Too bad you can't date those two. They seem like they know how to have a good time. Can we though? You arrive at the beach near the majestic black lighthouse. Its imposing form towers above you. A flock of birds circles lazily, no sense of fear or urgency, as if circling a corpse that hasn't moved in ages. I'm excited about today. See? Spirit places her wrist delicately in your hand and presses your fingers down against her skin. It's cool to the touch, but you feel... Is that the faintest of pulses? My blood is absolutely pumping. So, what happens now? Now, I show you something that no one has ever seen up close before. Well, no one who's lived to tell about it. We're going there. Spirit points to the top of the lighthouse amongst the circling birds. What's actually up there? Have you seen it? Oh, come on, Wraith. Hi, Wraith. You sure are super chipper today. Something strange is definitely going on with this guy. Well, something else strange. Something different than what's usually going on. Wraith takes a deep breath, sucking in the ocean air like it's the greatest air that's ever been sucked. Patch, thank you for choosing anyone else to go on a date with today. Alone again forever. This is how I'm meant to be. I feel alive. Are you done? We're kind of, on a date. On that date you just mentioned. I'm glad you're feeling better, Wraith, but like she said, we're kind of in the middle of something. You mind? Oh, right. So, what you doing? Heading up into the eye of the lighthouse? I love it up there. You can really see the whole island from up there. In fact, Spirit, I thought you said no one has been up there and lived to tell about it, but this sounds exactly like telling about it. Technically, I don't think Wraith counts as being alive. I mean, I don't maintain the canon, but Spirit waves her arms at Wraith from head to toe. And if he's not dead, now he's gonna be when I punish him for interrupting our date. Fair enough. Hey, now, we can solve our problems without the hair floating up into menacing shapes. I'll just be over here, running away. Enjoy the view. Okay, bye. I think Wraith was kidding about that whole being up there. Honestly, the view isn't even of the island. What you can see is mostly ocean, on account of it being, a lighthouse. However, that does bring up an interesting point regarding your... How do I say it? Spirit's hand floats up as she scratches her head contemplatively. You don't usually see her at a loss for words like this. What's your mortal status? Oh god, I don't know. because despite what our lanky friend seems to think, the lighthouse is not to be trifled with. It's a beacon of death and suffering that brings doom to it from all corners of this world, if not further. Well, duh, you saw a freaking pirate ship seemingly travel through space and time only to crumble at the rocks beneath this spooky tower, but you decide not to point it out because that wouldn't be too romantic now, would it? I think I'm alive. I'm here with you, walking this beach, feeling the water on my feet, feeling the sun on my skin. Here, with me, the spirit? Does that really make you alive? I guess I don't know. If you come with me into the eye of the Black Lighthouse, you may never return. Is that a risk you're willing to take? Because we have something. I won't deny it. I feel it. I'd hate for you to simply turn to ash. If we were to commit right here and now to figuring this out as friends, we could put that risk off for another time. To just be friends? Ouch, is this her way of letting you down easy? I don't know if I want that friendship. I want you. That's why I chose you. I can't decide this for you. I can only warn you that it may not be safe. You might die up there, and there's nothing I can do about it. Stay down, live for sure, go up, maybe die. Let's go up. Go up, Baldy. You take a deep breath and think about every particle of sea air as it travels into your body and fills your lungs. It may be the last time you have such a thought, but you feel strangely at peace with that information. I don't need another friend. I want something more. I'd risk my life for it. Spirit smiles a quirky, devilish smile. Right this way. Inside the lighthouse is almost pitch black. It was seemingly day when you stepped through the door, but inside this place is like a void. The last thing you see as the final rays of sun leave you is a horrible sight, a petrified body laying on the stairs, reaching not up but down, as if it had been crawling. Watch your step. The things we do for love. Ooh, very cool, very cool. When you arrive in the lantern room at the top of the Black Lighthouse, you breathe a sigh of relief. The light is out and seemingly defunct. Dust cakes the room as though it hasn't been operated in a century. However, somehow, it was just morning a moment ago, but now it's night. What do you mean a moment ago? We've been standing here looking out over the ocean all day. I really enjoyed this peaceful time together with you, taking in the view, standing in complete silence for hours. It was kind of my perfect date. Really? I don't remember that. I just called it the perfect date and you can't be bothered to remember it? What kind of game are you playing with me? I want to remember it, it's just that for some reason my mind is completely blank, but hey, I'm not dead. Or you're already dead and have been this whole time. That's true. Maybe we'll never know. It doesn't look like the light is working. Even turned off, the light has a power to it. The massive lens refracts moonlight through itself, a subtle sparkle that has a hypnotic effect. Maybe that's where the day went, staring into this light as the sun fell and the moon rose. Thanks for spending the day with me. I had a really good time. Wow, that was an easy date. That's it. Don't get me wrong, this is really cool and all. I guess I don't know what I expected. I suppose if you thought you were walking into your death and nothing happened, you might feel a bit anticlimactic. Sorry. Anyhow, it's time to go. Here, let me just flip on the light for the staircase so it's easier to go down. Uh-oh. The stairs still look pretty dark. Maybe it... Spirit is interrupted by a strange hum, and then it becomes frighteningly clear to you. That switch wasn't for the stairs, it was for the main lantern. A lantern that is now beginning to power up. Save, 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 save. Yes! Okay. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. The faintest smell of burning begins to reach up to your nose. Oopsie, looks like maybe that switch wasn't for the stairlights at all. Ugh. Now we see who's really alive and who is really dead, I suppose. It was bound to happen sooner or later. You slam your eyes closed, hoping that somehow not looking at the light itself will protect you. Not sure if I see the logic in that, but if it is magic, it kind of defies logic. I want to see it, but I'm a little scared. Don't look directly into the light. Open your eyes and look only at me and I'll keep you safe. Okay, yes, I've done this one before. 2, 3. Cool. 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Not bad. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, not bad. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit, I missed it. Jesus Christ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Oh my god. Incredible. Are you okay? You seem okay. I hope I haven't ruined this by pushing you pushing you to do something you weren't meant to do. You're so brave. Maybe not coordinated, but certainly brave. I'm so lucky you'd put yourself through this for me. It shows that you're real. Despite your attempt to resist it, the incredible force of energy from the Black Lighthouse's lantern. What? The force of energy from the Black Lighthouse's lantern eye refuses to subside. I see. No, it cannot be ignored, and it doesn't matter if you look directly at it or not. In the end, that was just a trivial game. This is real life and real magic. You stare at it now, and its power penetrates your mind.
Hey, been a while. How are things? Doing good? Feeling more dead or more alive? Yeah, love will do that to a person. Don't worry, it'll make sense soon.
Okay, what is happening? Whoa. You wake up to hear Spirit's muffled voice. You've got a terrible taste in your mouth, like burnt hair. The air feels damp and smells like ash. This is a tunnel underneath the forest to Trapper's Cave or something, isn't it? The mines? It takes time for the sound to clear up, but eventually Spirit's words start to make sense to you. However, it's clear she's talking to someone else, not to you. You know how sometimes people say it's not you, it's me? Well, this time it's you and it's also me. I can't believe I thought you would change for me. I can't believe I thought what you were doing was a sacrifice. You never gave anything up for me. Well, today I saw what love looks like, and it looks a whole lot different than this. Oh. Whoa, what?
I don't think you're hearing me, which is weird because I'm practically shouting. Nobody...
They were dating? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. I didn't see that one coming. Wow. Go. Bad taste.
Nobody breaks up with Trapper. Nobody.
Oh yeah? Fine. Nobody breaks up with Trapper. But I'm not doing that. I'm dumping.
Don't you say it. Oh, shit. Eat shit, Evan. Whoa.
I'm dumping Evan McMillan, and there's nothing you or he can do about it. It's over between us, Evan.
Oh, her name is Rin. Oh, that's so cute. Rin,
Trapper turns from Spirit and looks directly at you. You realize that you're laying on the ground of some weird tunnel.
I think that your shouting woke up Patch.
My shouting? I'll say something. I'm sorry. I think I interrupted something very personal and also quite scary. I swear I wasn't trying to listen in, but I heard a lot. Probably not everything. I think I woke up in the middle. What did you hear? Just you dumping Trapper.
We were never together. I mean, we were together. Wink, wink, wink.
Ew. I know you're wearing a mask, but we can see your eyes. You don't need to say wink, wink, wink out loud. Another reason I'm right to have dumped you.
You did not. It was mutual.
The jig is, as they say, up. They know you're awake now, and you're going to have to deal with this awkward situation head on. That's okay. Clearly, I shouldn't be here. You two are having a very personal conversation that I don't need to be involved in. I don't even know how I got here. Not here on this island or in this creepy tunnel. As far as the island goes, your guess is as good as mine. As far as the tunnel goes, we brought you here. We? You and Trapper? But... After the lighthouse light came on, you blacked out. On your way down, I thought you might have hit your head or something. It's hard to tell what blood is new or old around here. Either way, I wanted to get you someplace safe, so I asked Trapper for help. Oh, it's not that I can't carry you, I just didn't feel like it, you know. I hate anything messing with my shards. Trapper, on the other hand, he loves nothing more than having an unconscious body draped over his shoulder. I could have asked Claudette and Dwight for help, but I don't trust them. But you trust Trapper? Like and trust are two different things. You might think Trapper can be a real jerk, and you'd be right, but you get what you see with him. That's fair. We brought you down here because we're the only ones who know about this place. It's part of an old tunnel network that connects different places on the island. What's up, guys? Talking island mysteries, my favorite topic. I was just in the neighborhood, so I thought I'd pop in. Trapper, you said this place was private.
Don't look at me, I didn't tell him about it. Half the appeal of this spot is getting away from people like him.
Well, geez, I can see when I'm not wanted. So, you three a throuple now, or good God, I really, really don't know. Not Trapper ever. Because I gotta say, I didn't really get the whole Trapper spirit thing, but hey, if it's not my business, I don't stick my nose in it.
We're not a thing. Nobody traps the trapper, not with traps or with relationships.
And you do realize you're sticking your nose into our business right now, right? Wow, so hostile. If you don't want to talk about it, just say so. Anyhow, this tunnel has some very interesting features. If you head down about 50 meters down that way, you'll find...
Get out!
Ray looks around, just to be doubly sure that Trapper is addressing him.
I was just leaving.
This island, it's a lonely place, which is great for me. I love to be alone. Trapper, on the other hand, he's quite needy. And after a lot of pursuit, I finally let him catch up to me. And it became, well, I don't want to call it a relationship because somebody really didn't want to have that talk, but we were more than friends.
I dispute the events as told, for the record. I don't pursue, I stalk, and I lie in wait.
Seeing eye to eye was not one of the things we were good at. So I hate to ask, but I did just look into a refrigerator-sized death lamp, so I guess I'm more of a glutton for punishment than I thought. What were you good at?
Well, for starters...
Excuse me, I'll take that question, thank you very much. If you know anything about me by now, it's that I'm on a quest. For revenge. Yes, everyone says in unison. Wait, I should have all of them say it.
For revenge.
I think that's everyone. Exactly. What you might not know, Trapper is like a great classical maestro of revenge. Trapper blushes behind the mask. That's one way to compliment a killer. Revenge against friends who had turned their back and betrayed him. Revenge against his father for making him into a monster. Revenge against a barista who wrote, Ewan? I don't know, on his cappuccino, and knowing his name was actually Evan. Wow. When they know that's wrong, that's rude. For someone who thinks about revenge as much as I do, Trapper is an inspiration. But they say to never date your heroes. Good advice, but I don't think that's the saying. And then you came along, Patch. You showed me that it's okay to be lost, to feel pathetic, to push on when you have nothing real to offer anyone. Ouch. I'm not sure where you got all of that from, but okay. You held up a mirror to my own doubts and fears and showed me that they aren't everything about me, that I can embrace those things but not be defined by them. You showed me that life after death can be more than just an obsession with revenge and mind-blowing sex on the ground in a dark cave or a dusty old tunnel. Yikes! I knew it was going to go there eventually. Trapper nudges you in the ribs with his elbow. Gross. Clearly appealing to Trapper's better features has been a winning strategy for dumping his ass, because he seems to be taking it quite well. This whole half-ass dating show parody thing, at first I obviously thought it was a lame idea. What kind of moron thought there was an audience for this? But then we spent some time together and I realized there's something actually real here. And I don't want to give up on it yet. I don't want to give up on us.
Listen, Patch, while you were knocked unconscious by some minor head trauma like a total weakling, Spirit confided in me that she has real feelings for you. I took it extremely well, naturally, because I trust her and value her opinions. Whoa, that doesn't mean I trust you. If you want to be with her, you have to get through me first.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Save. So we're going to prove ourselves to Trapper this time. By passing Trapper's Test TM, coming to BHVR TV Sundays at 8 p.m. Alrighty. Welcome to Trapper's Test TM. Answer to my questions correctly or die by my blade. Cool. Question 1. Here we go. Let's do this. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Give it to me. What is it? What is Spirit's real name? The one given to her by her murderous father, which she only lets her real friends call her. Rin. Yamaoko. That's because I'm pretty sure because you called her Rin earlier. Okay, you got that one. Don't celebrate. Okay, question 2. What lives inside Spirit? A dragon, obviously. Sure, everyone knows that.
They won't be all this easy.
Question 3, yeah? Where did Spirit work back when she was a normal college girl before she was hell-bent on revenge? A restaurant.
I know, to think I would date a waitress. Don't tell my father I ever mingled with the help like that. He'd be so disappointed in me. Oh my god.
Question 4. What's Spirit's favorite color?
Black isn't a color. It's, are these questions largely superficial? Sure. Maybe I didn't get to know Spirit that well. Maybe that's why she dumped... Maybe that's why it didn't work out for us. Who knows? Question 5, the final question, yes? You got this, Patch. I'm gonna get this so wrong. I'm so gonna get this wrong. Oh my god. Yeah, what is it, dude? According to Spirit, what's worse than being dead? Having unfinished business. Regretting parts of your life. Not being seen for who you are. What was her second story about? The first one was the person trapped in the box. I can't remember. Well, she doesn't care about being what people think of her. So not being seen for who you are isn't really... Having unfinished business, regretting parts of your life. Maybe having unfinished business? Oh shit, no, I'm just going straight back. Nope. Regretting parts of your life? No. Is it really not being seen? Okay. When I pitched Trapper's test to the suits at BHVR TV, they told me there was no room in the budget for a new card to be given as the final prize for winning. So I killed them all right there on the spot. While killing them didn't solve any of the budget problems, it sure did feel good. Fair enough, dude. I'm telling you this, A, to brag, and B, to explain why the only thing you're going to win is me saying congratulations for passing Trapper's test. That's fine. Not that it was some huge challenge. I mean, the woman obsessed with a giant light that shines in the dark has a chip on her shoulder about being seen. Go figure. You probably guessed, but rules are rules even if I literally just made them up. You got it right. Okay, cool. So I guess I approve of you dating Spirit or whatever. I never really cared in the first place. I was just hoping you'd slip up and give me a good excuse to wet my blade with your blood. Alright. Maybe I'll find a reason tomorrow. For now, you two have fun. Wink, 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 Trapper out. Wink, 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 Trapper out. I love that. Sorry you had to endure that. What, 5 measly questions? It was nothing. Not even that, as ridiculous and unnecessary as it was. The whole thing. The waking up in a random tunnel, the overhearing our argument, the news that Trapper and I had something going on, and the stupid quiz. All of it. Especially the whole Trapper out catchphrase. It's only because I actually like you. None of it would have happened if I didn't. And I like you too, Spirit. Please, call me Rin. Aw, hi Rin. I didn't really feel like our lighthouse experience was completed. There's something else I wanted to show you. Oh? Alone up in the lantern room of the tower? Get your mind... What? I know that. I wasn't... Just like in the last game. That's not where my mind went. What's that? Hold on a moment. I'm being told. No, wait. It is that kind of a game. Disregard the card of comment. Come back up there with me? There's no place I'd rather be. Cute. You're excited to return to the lantern room of this lighthouse, despite all the drama and worry that was previously a part of this place for you. More importantly, you're excited to be there with Spirit, which makes it all the more crushing. Wow, they always interrupt. Yeah, I know. Come on, get out of here. Get out of here. Oh, is this... Is this the... Wait, hang on. Is this the family member thing? Too late. Oh. Too late. Wait. Sorry, I wasn't reading through that. No, it's fine, whatever. We got the gist. They're not, they keep looking at the light and they shouldn't be. Too late, the black light flares. In the darkness, you see something horrible and strange. In the place of Claudette and Dwight are 2 ghoulish silhouettes. But before you can focus on them, the light passes and the 2 survivors are returned to their normal states. Interesting. It's breezy up here. I should have packed a sweater. Ooh. Ominous. What in the hairy hell? Hey, what's your language? You shouldn't speak that way. Around your elders. Oh, is this your dad? He looks right as hell. Was he the one that killed you? Oh, Grandpa. No, that's fine then. Okay. Grandpa? Oh, the Oni. The Oni is your grandpa? Oh, wow. Cool. I wonder if that's canon. That's cool. God, what voice am I going to do for him? Jesus. Sorry, I'm tired. My little Rin. Oh, terrible. My little Rin, you're such a woman now. They grow up so fast. What a terrible voice. I'm so sorry, but it's the one I'm going with. What? But meet my grandpa, Kazan Yamaoka. Nice, cool name. Well, technically not just grandpa. Technically he's my great-great-great-great-great-grandpa. But that's a lot of greats to say in a row.
I haven't seen my little Rin since I watched over her from the afterlife when she was just a little girl. And I expect you all to say the greats. I expect you all to say the greats. It's a matter of honor and respect. Except Rin, she can do whatever she wants, my precious little angel. But you... Only stares at you with his demonic red eyes. You're pretty sure even the decorative third eye on his mask is looking at you. You mongrel, you must treat me with respect, or so help me, I'll be cleaning bits of your head off of my kanobo.
Fair enough, that's all good. Respect it is. Sir, a kanobo is like a metal baseball bat covered in spikes, FYI. Cool.
I'm not sure what a peasant like you is doing so close to a descendant of the noble Yamaoka bloodline in the first place.
Dirk, Claudine, explain to me what's going on.
It's Dwight, sir, and Claudette. Remember, we explained to you that we're going to come meet with your great-great-great-granddaughter, Suta, and give it a whirlwind, to give or withhold your approval. I don't know if that was enough greats, my dude.
5 greats!
Exactly. Great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, sir, your honor, master, sir.
Dwight, he's a samurai, not a judge. Grandpa, they must have summoned you here because they think you have great judgment, and because if they summoned my father, I'd be too distracted by torturing him for all of eternity to continue with the rest of the... whatever this is, show, game, experience.
Ah, yes, that makes sense. Only a man of my own power and magnitude can help.
Self-important much?
Nice to meet you, Kazan.
Only my friends and family call me Kazan. Those who tremble in fear in my presence call me Oni.
You're seeing a serious resemblance to Trapper in not only the sheer size of the man that Oni is, but also his attitude. Apparently, Spirit has a type. You sure you can or want to measure up to that? Yeah, bit weird. It dawns on you that, wait a second, maybe you do resemble Oni. Every time you try to look at your own reflection, however, you become dizzy and confused. This definitely deserves more thought, but now's not the time to consider the fact that you might be some kind of hulking vampire with the first ever case of self-blindness. There's a massive samurai man mad dogging you from 2 steps away.
Well, you don't scare me at all, so I'll stick with Kazan.
Oh, get him, dude. You take control of the situation. Okay.
Peasant, I realize now the true purpose of my visit was to extinguish your light.
Oni waves his katana in the air at you menacingly, like great-great-great-great-great-grandfather, like great-great-great-great-great-granddaughter, apparently. Hold up there, Grandpops, not so fast. You're only supposed to kill them if they deserve it. First, you should get to know them a little better.
Young people these days always waiting to kill people instead of insisting they must deserve it. Back in my day, you did what you needed to be done because your nobility depended on it.
In his day, for such an imposing presence, he sure is giving off serious old man yells at cloud vibes.
You see, when I was a young man, we didn't have foreigners in our land. We didn't need them. We had an abundance of culture already, a little too much if you ask me. But I didn't make the rules. The rulers did exactly how it should be.
Okay, bud.
Literature, art, commerce, theater, fashion, poetry, puppet shows, ghost stories, courtesans, gambling, fighting, fine dining, fast food, public executions. What were we talking about?
Spirit giggles at her okay, you know what, I'm not going to say all of these every time, at Oni's forgetfulness. You wonder, does she even like this guy? She sure hates her father, so... Listen up, old man, we don't have time for you to list a list of every activity available to a samurai in the entirety of the Edo period.
Silence, peasant, you're showing your ignorance. Samurai were forbade from many activities that didn't befit the Bushido code, such as attending a certain theatrical performances, for instance. Sometimes, however, a samurai would put on a disguise in order to seek out entertainment. Now, I'm not saying I did that, because I had honor, and a body built like an entire castle that is quite hard to hide. But clearly you have neither my honor nor my physique. You don't even know about the ins and outs of the shifting rules of traditional Japanese samurai etiquette, you fool. Rin, what would you want with such an uneducated admirer as this?
You find it hard to believe that any contemporary person knows all that much about who was and wasn't allowed to do what leisure activities over 100 years ago. However, you're really not sure how to handle this massive demonic old man.
Oh, wait, I get it. Sweet Rin, my beautiful descendant, you've invited me here to do what you're too kind to do. Bash this jerk's head in. Claude, Doris, fetch my Kanobo. Rin, wrap your robe around this mongrel's hands and hold them still. We'll splatter their brains on the beach together as a family.
Grandpa, no. Grandpa, no.
Grandpa, no. That's not why I invited you here at all. In fact, I didn't invite you. Claudette and Dwight did.
Sure, wink, wink, wink. This whole saying wink out loud thing is getting out of hand. Him and Trapper really do have a lot in common, don't they? Eek.
I swear, Patch has a good soul and the heart of a warrior. They fought for my love, in their own way, faced down death more than once, and put up with their fair share of nonsense.
Nonsense which seems to be endless. Can we, I don't know, wrap this up already?
Of course. Who am I to expect anyone to wait around for my approval? I've only been hanging out as a ghost and watching my bloodline be polluted by cowards and quitters for 5 generations. Just come give your ancestor-in-law a hug.
Okay, I'm saving. I feel a trap coming on. I'm gonna sneeze. Jeez Louise. My nose is itchy. Someone put the air conditioning on and it's churned up all the dust. Down my nose. Okay. I'm good. Okay, we continue. Okay. Sword drawn, only Bexy closer. There's no way he's ever hugged anyone in his entire life.
I think I'm good over here, actually. Rin, now! Push them my way and I'll split them in half. The sacrifice of this usurper in the Yamaoka bloodline will surely bring us back to life and set us back on the course of honor.
You're so silly, Grandpa. We both know that only one sacrifice can get our family back on track. Revenge on my father, your great-great-great-grandson. Wait, I only said 3 greats, didn't I? Whoops. Your great-great-great-great-grandson, traitor to the Yakaomo name. Yamaoka. I keep saying it wrong.
The lust for violence in your voice. It fills me with cheer.
I'll never forget who I am.
I suppose, if this is the person you want to be with, to go on your journey of bloody revenge with, I should trust your judgment. The strength inside of you blooms from the same cherry tree that was planted centuries ago by our shared ancestors.
And if Patch ever treats me poorly, you have my word. On our family's honor, I will wield my katana and gut them like a fish. A tear rolls down from behind Oni's demonic mask. You sure you want to marry into this?
Sure, dude. One last word of advice, my dear girl. The father stuff, don't forget it. But maybe stop focusing on so specifically and obsessively on it. What he did, it was awful, but it was already done. Do something for yourself now. Just my 2 cents.
Oh, that's good advice.
Be well, Rin. I'll see you again soon. Now let's go, servants. Clint, Denise, return me to the stables. I assume my dragon has been fed and tended to.
Uh-oh. Yes, sure. I swear, this had better be... This is still better than dealing with Trapper's dad. Oh God, looking forward to meeting him. I'm sorry if I was disrespectful to your great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He seemed like a very special man. I realize I'll never measure up to someone like that. A warrior with a hell of a fashion sense. I mean, that mask. Don't worry, I would never expect you to. Or want you to, really. If all I wanted was the biggest brute alive, I'd be down in Trapper's cave right now avoiding his vintage bear traps. But that's not the life I've imagined for myself. This sense of abstract duty, anger at a world changing around me, a lust for blood, it's no way to live. And yet, as you know, that is the Yamaoka way of life. Forever, I'm cursed to battle against the dragon that lives inside me. Or at least, maybe, I was until now. Call me the dragon tamer, baby. You haven't won this game yet. Please don't ruin it. Sorry, I have no idea where that came from. I think we've spent enough time in this lantern room. We should go back to the beach. Yeah, that'd be good. Thanks. The moonlight sets a romantic mood as the storm clouds roll in and surround the black lighthouse. The sun might have set, but if we wait long enough, it'll rise again. Oh, you're so much more like emaciated than I thought. Oh, yikes. You look unhealthy, my guy. Are you okay? Well, I mean, you're dead. But you're like, ooh, like, you look, ooh, buddy, are you okay? Spirit removes her sheer robe, showing you her strappy black bikini. Her pale skin glows under the light of the moon. Maybe you could help me get a head start on applying tomorrow's sunscreen? Again? I mean, yeah, of course. Last time was, well, I definitely felt more connected to you afterwards. I'll be totally real with you. I kind of just asked you as a goof, but I really enjoyed it. I swear though, if you tell anyone about this, I will not be labeled a foot freak. Not that there is anything wrong with feet, it's just that something about that kind of attention really gets people talking. True, yeah. Steady, steady. Oh my gosh. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Oh, what? That was like perfect. 2, 3, 4. There we go. 2, 3, 4. Okay, you're shedding very loud for sunscreen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was pretty good though. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Ay, Jesus. Hey, of all the ones I've read so far, I'm not reading that one. I don't know why. This one's not it. Yeah, no, I think you do have a foot thing, my guy. Get up here right now. Oof, Jesus. That's quite a face you're making. Before you can find a towel to wipe off your lotioned hands, Spirit grabs you and pulls you in close. Her lips lock onto yours. They're surprisingly soft and warm. Then the sensation is incredible. Clouds cover the moon and you find yourself on the beach with Spirit in complete darkness. You can feel the narrow straps of her bathing suit come undone and come to life, snaking through the air and wrapping around your body, lifting you up off your feet. Okay. Come here, you. So this is what it feels like to fly. Oh, you're flying? As Spirit pulls you close, you feel bits of glass press into your flesh. Pain and pleasure mix and wash over you like the ocean, salty air stinging your skin as you writhe against your undead lover. The lighthouse howls. Hi, puppy. How's it going? You chilling? Take a seat, bub. How do you always have sleep in your eyes? I swear I've wiped your eyes like 3 times today. Jesus, she's a sleepy bub. Oh, whoops, I missed that last line, whatever it is. Something about the dragon. If it kills you, you're sure it will have been worth it. The clouds part just as you manage to pull yourself exhausted away from Spirit. Oh yeah, yay! A chunk of broken glass is lodged in your shoulder. When you pluck it from your skin, it drips blood. Sorry, I think this got stuck in me when we were... You know, I was having the best night of my life. Spirit drags her fingertip over the sharp edge of the glass shard. Keep it. Consider it a memento. I've got plenty more where that came from. Cool, dude. Back on the beach, the other killers roll their eyes as you show up with Spirit, doing that couples thing where you walk with your hands in each other's back pockets. You know it's obnoxious, but love will do that to a person. There usually isn't an extra scene after this, is there?
Last day, you beautiful piece of meat.
Hey, gross, don't talk about me like that.
You've done so well. We're almost at the finish line. You didn't think I brought you all this way without a plan, did you?
Oh, hang on. That's what he said when we went into the hatch with Wraith. Oh. Patch, Spirit, welcome back. Since you're both still alive, we can assume you had a good time. You point to the many open wounds on your body, complete with bits of sand and dirt stuck in them. Yeah, you could say that. I think some of those might be infected. You should really get them checked out. If you're actually going through with this, the thing you should get checked out is your head, my friend. Spirit is absolutely nuts. You won't survive a week dating her. Did you just give us your blessing like 3 scenes? Didn't you give us your blessing like 3 scenes ago? You might think she's all sad and introspective, but the truth is she's a demon hell-bent on revenge who will ultimately stop at nothing to satisfy the lust for death that courses through her veins. I can't get her out of my mind. Yeah, but sorry, buddy. I'm sorry. Duh. I know all of that, and I think it's hot. She's the goth girlfriend of my dreams, and you're just jealous you lost her, so you're trying to run me out of town. Well, guess what? I'm not scared of you. I'm with Rin now, and she's got my back. Literally. She carved her name in it with a piece of broken glass. Thank God it was only 3 letters long. She can't. Oh my God, jeez Louise. All right. We get it. Everyone is super tough. All you do is kill, no matter what. Sorry. All you do is kill, no matter what. But we've got a show to finish, and this is the finale, so we need to hold out for just a moment longer. This hasn't happened before, has it? This is weird. And it worked. To think my official bio called me distinctly below average. Well, look at me now, world. I'm about to officiate the wedding of 2 complete maniacs? What? What is happening? Please, Spirit, take this bouquet and prepare your vows. As soon as you both say I do, we can send you off to your exclusive honeymoon. Hold up. Nobody is saying I do today. Yeah, nobody is... Wait, what? Marriage is an archaic social institution put in place by men in power thousands of years ago to maintain their control of the world. I'm not interested in playing their game. I'm not interested in doing what anyone tells me or living by any rules that I don't believe in deep down in my heart. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't remember being asked if I wanted to take part in this bootleg reality TV bullshit in the first place. Did anyone here agree to this? I'm still not entirely sure what's going on. Spirit has manifested her katana, and in a moment, the mood has changed from a romantic climax to a place of terror. Okay. Whoa, we're all having fun here. If you just say I do, we can... I won't. Oh, yikes! With a slice of her blade, Claudette is no more, replaced by 2 halves of Claudette, neither of which are especially alive. Dwight is horrified. There's a chance he actually wet himself. Lucky for him, khaki hides are lots of things. Unlucky for him, urine isn't one of them. Oh my gosh. Great. Meanwhile, Trapper, Huntress, and Wraith are eating popcorn. Where'd they get popcorn? You were under the impression that Claudette and Dwight did all of the cooking around here, so... Sorry, now's not the time to think about who popped the popcorn. A gruesome murder just happened. This is for you. You know what to do. Spirit hands you her katana. You look on at a whimpering Dwight and feel everyone waiting for you to put him out of his misery. Look, Patch, we're on a very tight schedule. You respect schedules, right? If you kill me, I'm afraid of what comes next, so I don't know, could you not? You think back to the strange moment in the lantern room of the Black Lighthouse when the light hit Dwight. There was something off about all of it. As if he wasn't real, or at least not really human. But is that a good reason to do him in with Spirit's katana, or is that actually a reason not to kill him? This doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is taking control, taking it away from them, taking it into our own hands and carving out a new destiny for yourself. Kill this pathetic worm. Kill him and join me on my mission. Together we will be unstoppable. That's quite an offer. What are you going to do? Hey. When I go down a route, I am dedicated to it. I'm sorry, Dwight, you're really cool, but this is the Spirit run. Goodbye. You raise Spirit's katana, and with the ease of slicing a wedding cake, you cut him in 2. His dead body slumps on the ground in front of you. There we go. That was so incredibly sexy. Rin places her hands over yours, and you both hold her katana, your fingers intertwined. You look to the other killers and see something new on their faces. Respect. You're one of them now. Ruthless, uncompromising, splattered with blood. A killer. My father is going to really crap his pants when he sees the 2 of us coming. Whoa, shit, dude. Whoa, that's badass as hell. Her hair looks so cool. And the seagulls. And that rad sword. Whoa. That's awesome. What are you waiting for, lover? You sit on the beach below the Black Lighthouse, watching seagulls devour the liver of a dead pirate who washed up on the shore. Just thinking about how much I love you, Rin. Well, stop thinking and show me. You think we'll ever leave this place? What do you care? I hope we don't. Whoa! Damn. That drawing at the end was really cool. Here we go with the credits again. The drawing at the end was really cool. I don't think I vibed with that one as much. Partway through Race one, I was like, wow, I'm actually like really enjoying his character and stuff like that. And this one, it was just like, oh yeah, she's fine. Yeah, it's whatever. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know. That one didn't really speak to me quite as much. You get a few little extra tidbits here and there about things that are going on, like the narrator kind of casually dropping that they're a god, which I mean, I guess could have been, you kind of picked up from dropped hints anyway, but it's interesting. I would have liked a little bit more detail on her actual backstory, like was done with Wraiths. Oh wait, I might look up her backstory now. Okay. I am gonna read this. It's directly from the Dead by Daylight fandom wiki. So this is the lore. Are you ready? Oh, here we go. Story time. Rin was the only child of the Yamaoka family. She was raised in the dusty halls of a traditional house in Kagawa. She studied education in Takamatsu, a private university which weighed heavily on her family's shaky finances. Her mother got ill that year and the bills started piling up. Rin worked part-time in a futile attempt to help lighten the load. At a restaurant, we know that. Her father faced a debt that grew without end. He started working double shifts in hopes of attaining a promotion. That's when he started losing sleep. A dark whisper would keep him awake all night, reminding him of his hopeless situation. Exhausted, he started to lose grasp of reality, fighting to deny what the voice whispered at night. Rin's father made a desperate move. He met with his superior and explained his situation. He begged for a bonus and advance time off, anything. His request was denied. The company had launched a defective production line that was costing them dearly. Someone had to be held accountable, and Rin's father fitted the bill perfectly. He was fired after 22 years of service. Oh, yikes. That evening, Rin came home from work. She stayed late to entertain customers that lingered at the restaurant. As she parked her bike in the shed, she heard her mother's scream come from the house. She rushed in, climbing the stairs to her parents' room, where she found bits and pieces of her mother on the floor. Her limbs were clean cut, tangled up in an unnatural position. Her breasts were sliced up, revealing her rib cage, which was cracked and open. Rin gagged. A sharp katana came crashing down. Rin blocked the blade, which bit into her bare forearm. The shock of recognition interrupted her pain. Her father was wielding the katana with a stoic expression. She cried out to make him stop, but he slashed her arm again. She rushed off and slid on the blood-smeared floor, using the door frame as a support. She raised herself up. The katana ripped through the wall, cleaving her other arm. She screamed in pain as she limped into the hallway, only to be met by her father's blade. She stepped back, trembling as she held together the soft, loose flesh of her abdomen. Images of her mother's tangled limbs flashed before her eyes. Rin charged at her father, making him stumble back. He punched her torn abdomen, and she recoiled in pain. As she struggled to get back up, he slashed her thigh, making her collapse to the floor. As she crawled towards the stairs, he grabbed her hair and yanked her against a partition. The glass shattered on impact, and she fell through, landing one floor down. Ah, that's where the glass comes from. Oh, yikes, poor thing. She heard footsteps somewhere above her. With effort, she moved, worming her way into a sea of broken glass. The shards gnawed at her, ripping her flesh. He had to be stopped. He could not get away with what he'd done to her, what he'd done to her mother. Coughing up blood, her chin grazed the glass, adding to the bleeding. A low-pitched heartbeat started to ring in her ears. Her body felt so heavy she could no longer move. The ground shook with her father's footsteps. She knew she was not going to make it, but she no longer cared. She would make him pay, in this life or the next. A dark fog slowly veiled her eyes, but it could not subdue her rage. She would not rest, not yet. The darkness whispered, promising blood and revenge. An oath was made, and Rin closed her eyes. Wow. What a story. So I guess the stuff saying, like, she was raised in a traditional house, so perhaps long ago her family was like, have like samurai in their ancestry and stuff like that. And she kind of channels that a bit. Wow, very cool. Very, very cool. Cool. So yeah, there we go. There's another run through. I guess I'll probably do trappers next because I want to kind of complete this as much as I can. And after I finish doing trappers, I'm gonna go through all the achievements and maybe do a run of trying to get different endings and achievements and stuff like that. But this is where we're going to leave it for now. Thank you so much for playing with me. This is lots of fun. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Bye.